And that's 5 questions there. As I was writing them, I put up 7 questions, but really, the title is sort of it's just a marketing question because the reality is you want to have a conversation with the listing agent before you make any decisions about working with a listing agent, working with a buyer's agent, whether you're interested in seeing the property and how well you can negotiate for this property. So it's really the conversation you must ask the listing agent before deciding to do anything else. My name is John McConnin. I'm a real estate broker and attorney. I have helped over 150 people sell homes to multiple offers. I've helped sell 40 or 50 other homes in Southern California as a broker or more. And I have also helped many people as an attorney work with the listing agent directly to either sell their home or sometimes buy a home. And these are some of the lessons I've learned. These are also lessons I've been learning the hard way, trying to buy a home with my wife as a contingent seller. I've developed a course around how to avoid that. I haven't gotten to put it in practice yet because we haven't made the move again after getting defeated trying to do that. It was last fall now. Okay, so let's get to this was me. That was my intro. And so here's the first question for the listing agent. Now, I've had other videos talking about questions you have to ask: who the listing agent is, how do you find them, and everything else. That's part of this video series. So the first question, it's sort of an opener. It's vague. You can be more specific. It also depends on how long the property's been on the market. If you see that it's only been on, if you're on Zillow for 2 days or anywhere else and they show days on market, the first question is, if it's new, you're like, how much interest are you seeing in the property? Purposely vague. You're going to get a feel for the kind of listing agent this is. Now, most agents, experienced agents, the ones you'd like to be working with anyway, are not afraid to answer those questions. Some feel like they have to hold it close to the vest. They don't understand how to solicit offers, how to bring offers in. They don't understand anything, and it's a shame. But some will be like, oh, well, I can't tell you that. Well, you could tell them that if you discussed with the selling agent why it's good, but how much interest? Hopefully, you'll get an answer. If not, you're like, well, are there any offers yet? Again, 90% of agents will say yes, so let's assume you're working with a smart agent. Okay, and let's say they say no offers. You say, well, are you expecting any? Have there been any oral statements that you'll be getting offers? Yes or no? Are you working with any buyers right now that might be purchasing that home? So they're going to get a little defensive and say, well, and at some point you want to introduce, well, I am very interested in the property. I've been looking in the area. I know it well. This home's in my price range, and I just want to get a feel before I get my hopes up too high or anything else. I mean, you want to try to. So the next question might be, so hey, I've already gotten in the conversation mode. Hey, so what do I have to do if I'm interested in this property? What am I going to have to do to purchase it? So let's see how we are with respect to my question. So we said written offers. Are you expecting any? Working with a buyer. Now, here's one that I don't think you're going to see too often, and I don't think it's going to work, but it's worth throwing in there. If it's new to the proper market, or I guess if it's older too, if you can convince them this is the home for you, if you already know that, you've driven by, you've been inside an open house, would you be interested in working with me exclusively for 48 hours so that while I'm in the offer negotiation with you and prospect, could you say you won't present any other offers to the seller from a buyer you represent? Could that happen? And you might need more time than that, but you might need 3 or 4 days or a week. And if you were to do that, but you wanted to share in the buyer's commission, I would introduce the fact, hey, I'm working with a listing agent, but they're very cool about this, and I've got it in writing. I know I can do this. Would you be interested in sharing the referral fee with a buyer's agent if I could work with you exclusively to get this home, or whatever it is? Obviously, the more time this property's been on the market, the better. There are a host of other questions that you could ask with respect to this here, and this is why we're at 7. Now, I spelled referral fee wrong. Let's just cross that out. Where are we? Working with buyer, REFE. Let's just turn it off. Now, I also would then have, so especially it's been on the market for a while, have other people made offers on the property? Or have you done the disclosures? Are there anything wrong with the property that you've seen? What is this seller looking for? Are they looking for a quick, strong offer? a clean offer? Are they looking for top dollar? Why hasn't it? Do you know why it hasn't sold yet in this price range? Has anyone told you reasons why they're not looking to buy? Because at some point, some of these questions are going to be material facts that the listing agent should sell. Now, if you already know you're going to be working with a buyer's agent, it's good to ask these questions. If we're going to just have to, at some point, if you're working with me, but you're in a course with me or something, which I haven't even fully talked about yet. There's a balance between putting the listing agent on edge and getting the information. It sort of has to be a conversational thing, but why not get the information? If this is a smart selling agent who doesn't mind explaining, boom. If they're a closed-minded agent or they haven't discussed these things with their seller, we're like, well, I'm interested. Is there any chance that seller wants to work with the disclosures, update them, whatever they've learned, so I can make an evaluation before I spin anybody's wheels? Then finally, what about showings? Are there any open houses coming up? So if it's been on the market for a while, there might not be any more open houses. Look, I'm working with a buyer's agent who's out of the area, who's willing to share their fee. Would you be interested in earning some of that fee in exchange for showing me the property? Or is there a time you're going to be there you can show me the property anyway? And at this point, what you've really done, and we're going to talk about this more in future videos, is you're getting the information and you're controlling procuring cause. I'm going to have more videos about procuring cause. And in the next video, I'm going to talk about how to use these questions to pre-negotiate either the winning bid in the multiple offer situation or a price. Maybe you can get it for thousands of dollars. I know I saved 10 when I was buying a property, the property I'm living in now. I was in a multiple offer situation. I brought my realtor in my office because, one, everybody likes Phil, and I had him talk to the listing agent for me. He wasn't going to charge me to represent me because I was doing that myself and all the paperwork, but I had him in front asking the questions, chatting up the agent. And at some point, we're in a multiple offer negotiation process, and Phil, who had already had conversations with this listing agent on the property I live in now, he said, look, John is your buyer. He told him all the reasons why I wanted this home, why I was going to be there, why I was fully qualified to buy it, why I knew what I was doing, why she wanted to sell this home to me instead of just selling for another few $1,000s to somebody else, because I was done with the multiple offer process. I wasn't going to get jerked around, and I was willing to go up a little bit more, but I had to know I was going to buy this property. So what does John need to do right now to get this property? Okay, so that's part of the scenario. I'll talk to you about that in the next video, or the next two, because I've got a list here and I already covered the next two. But if you want to find out more, let's see if I can do this. Let's go to winnerscheck.com buyer, right there, winnerscheck.com buyer. I'm putting this course together. I'm going to put all the videos together. I'm going to put some videos in there that are not going to be on the net, and this is really for training. I'm going to have a Q&A, so as you ask more questions, I'm going to put more information into the course. All right, thanks, John McConnin. I'm going to do a few more videos today, so if you're watching, stay tuned. Thank you, John McConnin, Winners